What causes men to stay single? Story 1. I have a hard time just being okay normally. Working on anxiety, counseling, etc. I am hypersensitive, so I get overwhelmed easily and absorb others' energy. I know right now I'm not going to be a good partner until I feel more balanced. Reply 1. Put the way I feel into clear, concise words. I can be sad all I want that I don't have a girlfriend, but when I'm able to look at it objectively, I'm just not ready to take care of someone. Or be taking care of myself. Reply 2. Same. My mental health is like my car's check engine light, which I could afford to get someone to look at that. Story 2. I have zero luck on dating apps and have too much anxiety to approach a woman in public, so unless a woman approaches me, I got nothing. Reply 1. Problem with dating apps is it's not genuine. You have to think like an influencer for that luck. It's all about garnishing the most engagement, so you have to stretch the truth a bit. Use older/more flattering photos. Talk up your hobbies and dreams, etc. as if it's the best thing ever. Not have any personal, physical, mental, or emotional issues present or immediately apparent. And that's just to get swiped right. Then you need to hold their engagement for a conversation while they're still swiping and getting pinged from other people. Get lucky enough to waste time/money for a date. And maybe it continues. Yada yada, reply 2. Yeah, it's not really like I'm not choosing to date. I'd be going on as many dates as possible if I had women lined up who wanted to go on dates with me. But I literally haven't met a woman in the wild since I quit going to bars/drinking and have zero success with online dating. So it doesn't leave me with a whole lot of options. Story 3. I'm an average-looking guy who isn't particularly wealthy, and I have rejection anxiety. They don't come to me, and I struggle to go to them. Reply 1. Same here with habit of falling with screwed up people, then they screw you up, and it's torture. Better alone. Story 4. Got cheated on in my 20-year marriage and divorced. Then dated a wonderful woman for about 8 months until she said she wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I'm realizing I'm not ready to trust anyone with my feelings again. I'm 45 with 3 kids and keeping them the focus of my life. Dating feels like too much effort, and I did a lot of work on myself and my mental health, so I'm just enjoying my own company now. Story 5. Where is this mysterious dating pool you speak of? Besides online, which I've never touched based on what I've heard about it. Reply 1. That's truly what I'm trying to figure out. To me, it seems that as a young adult, you either need to meet someone during high school/college or through work, which may be a very shallow pool and is tough if you're in a heavily male-dominated field. Reply 2. Or through work, which may be a very shallow pool and is tough if you're in a heavily male-dominated field. Not to mention the HR nightmare that may follow any unwanted advances, or the fact that most workplaces have policies that regulate, discourage, employee relationships. Story 6. I gave up. Haven't managed a date since my 20s, nearly 20 years ago. Think it's pretty much a done thing at this point. I think I'm just one of those people who aren't supposed to be with anyone. Reply 1. I feel you. I tried for 15 years, in my mid-30s now, and I have given up. The few times I got to go on a date, the woman didn't show up or was totally uninterested in me. It's such a waste of time, and I'd rather visit my friends thousands of kilometers away instead. They are more reliable and trustworthy. I also never felt wanted. All interactions were so one-sided, where I put all the effort in with nothing in return. I have never met anyone since that seemed to have the slightest bit of interest in me as a person. Story 7. I feel like the kind of person I'm comfortable being and want to be, and the kind of person that would be successful in dating, probably don't overlap much, if at all. Nor do I have any interest in being judged for what I like, what I think, and who I am. So if I fall ass backwards into a relationship one day, I'll gladly pursue one. But I've got little interest in doing what it takes to actively pursue one at this point. Reply 1. I feel the exact same way. I would gladly pursue one with the right woman, but my idea of the right woman is so niche, and I haven't met any in my journey in life yet that I feel wouldn't judge me. Plus, I have many health issues and epilepsy, so that always complicates things. I basically don't want to inconvenience anyone with all of my health issues. Story 8. A lack of confidence and a surplus of crappy people in the world is a potent combination to keep me from leaving my house. Also, everything is so expensive. Story 9. I own my own place and car, no debt, am educated, have a great job, work out to stay in shape, do my best to be a good person and not a nice guy, have a healthy social life with friends and family, and take my hygiene seriously. All at the age of 35, but it's still not enough, I guess. Women just don't seem the slightest bit interested in me. So I've just accepted at this point that I'm not meant for a relationship. Story 10. Dating apps have actively destroyed chronic users' abilities to experience empathy. 15-20 years ago, you'd bump into someone in a zero-pressure environment, hit it off with them, exchange information, and maybe a relationship develops from that, maybe not. Best case, maybe you get a long-term relationship from it. Worst case, you just met an awesome person who you're gonna love being around. Now, before you even know how a person laughs, you can instantly write them off as a not option, based solely on a handful of photos and a stupid blurb about them on a dating app. The apps provide a sense of instant gratification, a whole human reduced to a single binary decision on whether or not you'd eventually like to have sex with them. It's honestly revolting. No wonder so many people are disillusioned with dating. I would be too if I had to treat people I don't even know like that. 15-20 years ago, everyone you swipe away in 5 seconds might be people you actually really like if you just stumbled into them. You might actually like the way they talk, the way they carry themselves, the way they talk to you, the jokes they tell, etc. You might think, hey, I kinda like this person, we should go on a date. All that organic nature of socializing and developing interest doesn't even exist on dating apps. Instead, you are forced into arranging an awkward meetup with someone you wouldn't even want, knowing where you live. Pretend you didn't select each other on the sole basis you're both attractive enough to F for one another's preferences, and hope you actually like each other in the process. No wonder people effing hate dating. Dating apps don't want you to think of the people you see as people, they want you to see them as options. Like applying for a effing job. Disgusting. These apps are so insidious they rank and score everyone on them secretly. It's like a game. They do this by design. They are meant to trick people into constantly fear-mongering themselves. They create false senses of fear of missing out and want you to keep questioning your value, your worth. They make you think, this person is cool and all, but someone else might be better. I don't want to settle, right? They want you to keep coming back and swiping. They don't want you to develop an actual meaningful connection with someone. They don't make money if you do. Furthermore, it is easier for a person to remove themselves emotionally from things they do or people they engage with when it's online. Ghosting, being generally mean and abrasive, etc. are all easier pills to swallow when someone who isn't looks-matched to you tries to say hello. You don't know each other. This person will never see you. You have no obligation to be kind to them. These things literally make people more mean and hateful. I am positive there are people out there who still prefer meeting someone organically. The thing is, those people are not going to be on dating apps, and unfortunately online dating is how a significant portion of people are expected to meet. To be honest, I think the worst possible advice anyone could give to someone seeking romance is to put them on a virtual F-buffet filled with apathetic, miserable people. It is worthless advice. It will not get them what they're looking for. Reply 1. Hey, just wanted to chime in to say how awesomely accurate you described and summarized all of the issues with dating apps. This is one of the best comments I've read. Story 11. Focus on career or self-development. It's rather tough or even useless as a man to have a relationship without a clear financial roadmap. Reply 1. This. Some people might disagree because it's not that important in the beginning, but it definitely makes a significant difference in the long run. Story 12. Because I keep getting ghosted without any rhyme or reason. When I ask them what happened, Most of them say, I'm horrible at checking the app. I'm just tired of the games. Story 13. It seems like an expensive and tiring way to find out nobody likes me that way. Plus, I don't really want to become fodder for office gossip if someone finds an online dating profile for me. Story 14. Quality has dropped significantly. There are too many delusional people out there with no grip on reality. Most seem trapped in this social media illusion where life is all about luxury, effortless success, picture-perfect couples laughing in fancy restaurants or lounging at high-end resorts. I'm honestly tired of it. To some extent, it feels like almost everyone's playing that game. I've tried everything. I significantly lowered my standards, dated single moms, older women, younger women, people from every background, rich, poor, middle class, unemployed, students. Maybe I am the problem. If so, I think it's better for me to step away from the dating scene altogether. Story 15. I don't have any interest in dating until I find a compatible partner. I'm fine with having free time and going to the gym. Story 16. I'm 66, retired, and for the first time in my life I can do just about anything I want. No drama, no explaining where I've been or what I was doing. Plus, at my age, I realize all the problems that come with a relationship. Exes, kids, debt, and all the other baggage. Not to mention that I would never date someone religious, ever. Story 17. Rather than the self-deprecation route that will no doubt dominate this thread, I've gotten pretty comfortable. And by that, I don't mean that I'm stuck in a rut. I genuinely enjoy my time, and I've got a pretty good thing going for myself. Now, would all the things that come with having a partner be great? Love, companionship, comfort, shared interests, social gatherings, sex, someone to split the bills with? Yes, matter of fact, they'd be ideal. Cost of living crisis and all that. But the concerted effort of getting back out there, especially after a couple of hits, is a daunting one. And while the general advice is always, start doing things you like, find hobbies, and you'll attract like people. And I already do those things. I'm not waiting around to take people on dates. I'll take myself. Movies, concerts, bars, restaurants, holidays, the whole shebang. So, in short, it's not that I'm not dating, it's that I'm not primarily actively pursuing dating. Story 18. Not worth it. Online/app dating has really ruined dating. Like, truly ruined it, or at least from my experiences, is telling me this. I used to love the whole process of dating. Now I just can't stand it. The way apps work have led to women thinking they have an endless list of men chasing them. And it's told the men it's not really worth the effort. Go and look on the Tinder sub, some guys are swiping on thousands of women and getting a handful of matches, and it's going nowhere. These are just regular guys, these aren't some Quasimodo-looking effers. I think it's turned some women into thinking they're 10s when they're bang average, and it's turned some men into feeling like 1s even though they're also bang average. I think the overall effect of this is quite catastrophic in the grand scheme of things. Story 19. I'm an introvert. I have muscular dystrophy. I've come to terms that I'll exist within loneliness for my remaining 15 years-ish. Woman my age, late 40s, want a man who has a nice smile. Go for long walks on a beach, likes to travel, etc. I can't smile. I can go for short to moderate walks. On flat surfaces. I love to travel, but I can't pull around a lot of luggage and other physically strenuous things. No one wants damaged goods. Story 20. Dating is just a complete crap show in today's world, and I'm not interested in taking part in that, even if I am lonely.
Thanks for watching until the end. If you have a similar story to these that you want to share with us, please leave it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like and subscribe. For more videos like this one right now, please stop by our channel. Thanks again, and see you next time.